shirt to you. Why paint that on there? Why is it not sent to you? That's weird. No, it's still showing.
What?
I've sent you a message. But it's not. Oh, there you go. Finding a phone. Fine, don't worry about it.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oof. Okay. That's not too bad. About 10-second delay.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, well, he's not that important to me. It's just if people want to say messages, then. Hey! Hello there, Dan. How's it going? Darn. I've only got one concurrent viewer, apparently, but there's 2 people speaking to my live chat. There's about a 10-second delay. It's not optimal. Only one. They can have a little chat amongst themselves. Two official current viewers. There we go. Now it's a party. Good connection. Let's not get carried away. It's a good connection. Yeah, on live chat you can rewind on the stuff that's already been streamed, so you can always go back to the questions. Yeah, I'm pretty... What's that? Strange moving house jungle lockdown a couple of days ago. What? Well, oh wait there. So you've moved house. I advise someone start a Zoom chat now. Oh, got a bit blurry. Well, that's the nature of a beast, I'm afraid. Am I quite quiet, am I? Let's just see if I can turn my mic up. Hello? Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing. I am quite quiet. That is quite quiet. Can...
Do you on the thing yourself, place that?
see if I. Hello. No, it's no difference. The other one's in the basket. That's pretty. I'm just gonna change my mic. See if it's any better. Okay, testing. Testing. It's still quite quiet. That's strange. Usually it's a bit louder. To be fair, I think I advise you turn up the volume a little bit, JP. Or pop some headphones in. Oh, good, better. Okay, good. Strange, those were the previously good ones. Just over. Oh, Archer's here as well, apparently. I advise one of you maybe do a little Zoom with your other mates while you watch us, because it's going to make it'll make it more fun rather than chatting on a live chat on the side. Five people. We're just going to wait a bit, guys. I think there's a few people who want to join before we start. Going to send out a few more invites. Just sent one to me. Let me have a look. Where's Jackson then? Let's just. I'm messaging everyone on like 5 different things at the moment, waiting for everyone to turn up. Here we are. Torty's here. Okay, I'll just how it works. So I'll give you a quick debrief. Basically, everyone get a pen and paper ready. The quiz, I'll give a 3-minute warning before it starts, so everyone should get something together there. Everyone marks their own. Basically writes all the answers down on a piece of paper, or you can do it on like a Word document or something like that, and then take a photo of the answer sheet at the end, send it to me, and I'll mark it. And then when I do the answers later on, I'll probably do the answers after Shawnee's quiz, because otherwise there's not going to be much time in between the two. It's going to take about an hour, this quiz, I think. 40 questions. So write all your answers down, take a photo of it, send it to me. Ah, Rowan, good to see you here. 10! 10, we've got 10. I think this is a record. Got to do the specialist quizzes. They drag people in more than the general knowledge. So did you get that, Arj? Jen, I can read you on what on WhatsApp. There's no need to mock me. Over. There we go. Yeah. On the answers of why I couldn't do this on Zoom, I can technically do it on Zoom. I think if I shared the screen, I was trying to do it with the OBS software that I streamed to YouTube with. And apparently I can make a fake camera with that, but I tried it, it doesn't seem to work. Well, I could post this screen up on Zoom and everyone could join that, I suppose. It wouldn't be too bad. But this gives me a broader reach. And I can do different things with this as well, as you'll see. Play clips and stuff like that. Makes it easier. Ah, hi JC. Hey Chris. Got a nice gang together now. Alright guys, 5-minute warning. We'll start the quiz in 5 minutes. Okay. 5 minutes. How's everyone's lockdown going still? We're getting a little concerned by the booze. Mildly concerned. Ah, Mia, welcome. I end up drinking so fast when I do these things, so. Just I end up necking the I end up necking it, I don't know why. Yeah. Give, can you get us a glass of water then, please? Right, here we go. She's just concerned about me, really. She's on the whiskey.
I'm not. I'm on the aloe vera juice. He's lying.
No, she's on the allergy bird juice. Said she was going to start now. She says she was starting the whiskey. I know, JC, but we can't get to you. They'll track us down. 3-minute warning. 3-minute warning, guys. 3-minute warning. We've got 14 viewers. That's enough people for a quiz. I presume you're all in teams. I presume there's some people who can't message because they've not been asked to make a YouTube channel. I'm going to get my main screen up here. Oh, I just had this. It's one strange thing about being in isolation. There's all sorts of weird, like you focus far more on your body. I've had this terrible heartburn after I eat. I can't eat like the amount of meat I used to usually be able to put away. Had half a
Tell them what you had.
half a bourravoche in a sandwich. It was not easy. It was not an easy meal to digest. Okay. 2 minutes. I'm going to start the quiz. 2 minutes. I'm only starting because we seem to have quite a few people joining. Although I don't want people leaving. Thank you, Torsney. Thank you. Aim to please. Aim to please. I'm a one-man show. That's why you're holding me back on Zoom. You're holding me back. I'd also like to talk in the meantime for the next 1 minute and 30 seconds about Vince McMahon's horrendous decision to follow and lay off like loads and loads of staff. The WWE is a disgrace. I'm not watching them again. Never watching wrestling again. John, if anyone is a decent TV and movie buff, you should score highly in this one. I don't think it's too difficult. I think it's probably the easiest I've done, but that's not saying much. There's still some difficult questions in there. But if you know your films, a broad spectrum of films, and you've got a bit of, daytime TV shite that I think you might do all right. So, paired up teams, I think will do well. All right, 1 minute. 1 minute. Fuck it, I'm going to run the intro. The prize was honour, JP. That was definitely daytime TV. I think it's quite universal. Oh, damn. Sorry, Dan. Why do they keep burning down, Dan? There's no way we've got 3 questions, unfortunately, Dan. There's a few Dans now. Thornton, Torsney, and Hodgson. I'll have to refer to you as. Yeah. Basically, what's going to happen now is there's about... How many sections? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sections, 40 questions. First one's guess the actor. Right, so let's get that underway. I'm losing people now. There's only 12 concurrent viewers. Ridiculous. All right, let's get going before I lose any more. Okay, question. This next section is guess the actor. Guess the actor. I want you to match the actors and actresses to the movie below. I know I meant to use actors for everything now, but you get confused otherwise. Question 1, Some Like It Hot, How to Marry a Millionaire, and The 7-Year Itch. Just a nice easy example for you. Number 2, Batman, Mars Attacks, and Terms of Endearment. Question 3, Boogie Nights, The Talented Mr. Ripley, and The Big Lebowski. And 4, Vice, 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And 5, Castaway, As Good as It Gets, and What Women Want. Let's play that one for you again without it shutting down. That was my mistake. Apologies, guys. So, match the actor and actresses to the movies below. So, 3 movies, name the actor that features in all of them. Some Like It Hot, How to Marry a Millionaire, and The 7-Year Itch. Question 2, Batman, Mars Attacks, and Terms of Endearment. Question 3, Boogie Nights, The Talented Mr. Ripley, and The Big Lebowski. Question 4, Vice, 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And question 5, Castaway, As Good as It Gets, and What Women Want. So, basically, there's one actor that's appeared in each of the 3 films and each of the questions. I want you to name the actor. or actress. I know it doesn't matter these days, but someone's going to nail me on YouTube for it later. Post it on Twitter. Apologies for the connections. Internet connection's not been great today. I've tried to reduce the bit rate so you at least get a more fluid quiz session, but we'll see. We'll see. By the way, if anyone misses any questions, don't bother me. You can just go back in the live feed and revisit them at any point. So it shouldn't be an issue. And also, this whole thing, once I finish the stream, we'll save on my channel and you can watch the whole thing again. Skip to what you want. All right, guys. Let's move on. Question 6. It's all about the Oscars. In 2017, there was a mix-up as La La Land's name was mistakenly called out as the winner of Best Picture. But who actually won the award? So which film actually won Best Picture in 2017? La La Land was called out by mistake. I watched that live, it was hilarious. I only watch award ceremonies and motor racing for calamities. That's the only thing I watch them for. So question 6. In 2017, there was a mix-up as La La Land's name was mistakenly called out as the winner of Best Picture. But who actually won the award? Okay. Question 7. The films It Happened One Night, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and The Silence of the Lambs are the only films to do what in Oscar history? For the films It Happened One Night, 1935, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest in 1979, and Silence of the Lambs are the only films to do what in Oscar history? It's to do with the awards they won. I'll give you a clue. We'll move on to question 8. Catherine Bigelow, I can't say her name right, Bigelow, was the first woman to win Best Director in 2010. But what Iraq-based thriller did she win it for? Catherine Bigelow was the first woman to win Best Director in 2010. But what Iraq-based thriller did she win it for? I said her name 3 different times, so I'm bound to have got it right once. Damn good film. Damn good film. Obviously, perhaps all bullshit, but quite good film. You just never know what goes on behind the lines, do you, Dan? Let's go on to question 9. Which 1940s classic was the first film in colour to win Best Picture? Which 1940s classic was the first film in colour to win Best Picture? I'm moving on to the water. Diluted. So that's the end of the Oscars questions. 4 questions there. What you're going to go next is you're going to get 7 clips. And then there's a question about what happens next in the next. For sort of famous TV and film scenes, some of it is just going to be what happens next. Some of it's going to be a specific question about it. I want you to give me the best interpretation of what you think happens next. I'll judge how close you get to it. The more detail, the better. The more detail, the better. If it's something really obvious, then don't just put like he gets shot. Okay. Try and fill out the answers. Okay. So let's have a look. Look through question 10. Okay. What happens next?
I love you. I love you. What am I doing? I love you. Oh, I've got to see you. I've got to get off this plane.
Oh my God.
Okay, excuse me.
Miss, please sit down.
No, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but I need to get off the plane, okay? I need to just tell someone that I love them.
Miss, I can't let you off the plane.
Let her off the plane!
I am afraid you are going to have to take your seat.
Oh, please, miss, you don't understand.
Try to understand!
Oh, come on, miss, isn't there any way that you can just let me off the...
No!
Okay. So what happened there? What happened after that famous scene? Again, if you need to see the video again, flick back, okay? Again, what happened next?
You're freaking out on us.
Look, I'm telling my sellers today. I'm through.
But why don't you tell them at the same time why?
Don't worry, I will.
Yeah, and I bet you $10,000 he'll ass his ass off.
I don't give a damn if he does.
Marvin, what do you make of all this?
Man, I don't even have an opinion.
Well, you gotta have an opinion.
What happened next in that classic Quentin Tarantino film? That one surely can't be too hard to guess. Question 12. What does she find written on the typewriter?
You're freaking out on us.
Look, I'm telling my sellers today. I'm through.
But why don't you tell them at the same time why?
Don't.
Apologies for that one.
Jack?
There we go. All right. So tell me, what did you find written on that typewriter? How does Derek Zoolander stop this next assassination? Bonus point if you name the move. Actually, I'm going to give you half a point for each. So what's he do? Like, how does it transpire? And the name of the move he pulls off to stop it.
Blue Steel, Ferrari, Latigra, they're the same face! Doesn't anyone notice this? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills! I invented the piano key necktie! I invented it! What have you done, Derek? Nothing! You've done nothing! Nothing! And I will be a monkey's uncle if I have you ruin this for me! Because if you can't get the job done, then I will! Die, you wage-hiking scum!
So how does Derek Zoolander save the day? And what's the name of the move he pulls off? What does the attendant reply to Steve Martin's character at the end of this clip?
I really don't care for the way you're speaking to me.
And I really don't care for the way your company left me in the middle of fucking nowhere with fucking keys to a fucking car that isn't fucking there. And I really didn't care to fucking walk down a fucking highway and across a fucking runway to get back here to have you smile at my fucking face. I want a fucking car right fucking now.
May I see your rental agreement?
I threw it away.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy, what?
Alright, so what does she tell him? What does she tell him? What does Julia Stiles' character do to finally distract the teacher in this clip?
Not that I'm thinking about your package. That's not the point.
Let's hope not.
The point is, they kick our butts every year, and I was thinking I devised a plan that will enable us to finally defeat them.
Which is?
That thing that you taught us.
What thing?
Misdirection.
I taught you that?
Yeah, you, or Siegfried, or Roy. Anyway, that's not important. Think about it. They're looking left, and we're running right. Bang, we score. We win.
Okay, but how do we get him to look left?
Like...
So what does Julia Stiles do at the end of that clip to convince the teacher? And then I'm going to show you this clip first, and then I'll show you the question after. Okay.
Need him now.
Will.
Nah, you know what, Uncle Phil? I'm gonna get through college without him. I'm gonna get a great job without him. I'm gonna marry me a beautiful honey, and I'm gonna have me a whole bunch of kids. I'm gonna be a better father than he ever was. And I sure as hell don't need him for that, because ain't a damn thing he could ever teach me about how to love my kids. How come he don't want me, man?
Got me all emotional about that scene. But here's the question. So at the credits, it zooms into a present that Will had bought his dad that was on the table. So what had he bought his estranged father? Everyone all right so far? Any questions? Apologies, it goes a bit blurry at times. I hope you can still read it. Hopefully if you big screen it, then it shouldn't be an issue. All right. Let's have a look. Questions. We're on to question 17 now. It's a whole new round. And the round topic is... So I forgot. Netflix documentaries. Question 17. In The Tiger King, what was the name of Joe Exotic's long-standing and bitter adversary? What in Tiger King, what was the name of Joe Exotic's long-standing and bitter adversary? If you've watched it, you will know. And I want the expletive in the middle of it, please. There wasn't that many adversaries. The main adversary, Arch. To be fair, the person I'm referring to had a lot of adversaries. Joe Exotic had one and doomed himself basically because of it. He kept saying the whole time through. Saying the whole time too, you're never going to shut me up. Like, you're never going to shut me up. Like, if he'd actually shut the fuck up, he would have got away with it. Ridiculous, man. Okay, question 18. What US state was making a murderer set in? What US state was making a murderer set in? Where were those corrupt cops based? Arrest the guy. He was still probably a bit dodgy. Question 19, the last of the Netflix documentaries questions. Icarus was a documentary that covered what great scandal of recent memory? Icarus was a documentary that covered what great scandal of recent memory? If you haven't seen that, I advise you watch it. That's fantastic. It's a standalone documentary. Take you a couple of hours, but it's absolutely fantastic. Just right guy in the right place, basically. But what Icarus was a documentary that covered what great scandal of recent memory? All right. We're on to question 20, and that's a new subject. What's the new subject? I think it's reality TV. It's reality TV. What is the fleet fishing for in the TV show Deadliest Catch? What is the fleet fishing for in the TV show Deadliest Catch? Who was Chris, the matriarch of the Kardashians, married to? Who was Chris, the matriarch of the Kardashians, married to? I'll accept either name. There's a clue. The Situation, an actual person called themselves The Situation, was a member of what reality TV show? The Situation was a member of what reality TV show? Which marriage? Good question, mate. The main one. The main one. Can I have a little top speed? I was going to have a little quick drinks break, but I think Gret's going to sort me out. God bless her. G&T, please. Heavy on the G. Thank you. He's not out of gin, surely. Like, we're halfway. I've only got. There was 2/3 when I started, and now there's a third. I've had a third of bottle of gin. I've had a third. JC, we would like some more gin, please. I'll give. Okay, so there's so many questions. For one that had the sex change, the nice easy question for everyone. There's only one that had the sex change. Surely, it's not that controversial. I'm a second-hand source of these questions, I'll admit, for this reality TV section. Question 23. What country was the first to start the concept of Big Brother? What country was the first to start the concept of Big Brother? So name which country was the first one to have a Big Brother show, basically. Who blessed the world with the presence of Big Brother? Which started as an interesting psychological experiment and ended in just people screaming for attention trapped in a house into a camera. Right. I think we're finished with that. Question 24 to 28. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Oh, Ice as well. Oh, she's an absolute star. That's why I'm marrying Goldman. I didn't even put ice in my own drink. And I'm getting it now. That's fantastic. Okay. Okay, you're going to see some quotes now. Okay, I want you to name the film from the quote. Alright. So, first quote. You had me at hello. What film said you had me at hello? 25. I am serious and don't call me Shirley. What film is that from? Question 26. I love the smell of napalm in the morning. What film is that from? Question 27. That rug really tied the room together, didn't it? Did it not? That rug really tied the room together. Question 28. I bet you're the kind of guy who would fuck a man in the ass and not even give him the common courtesy of a reach around. 28. I bet you're the kind of guy who would fuck a man in the ass and not even give him the common courtesy of a reach around. That whole section of that film was quotable. Absolutely love it. I want to watch it with Gretz, but I don't think it's her type of film. We're gonna settle on, I think, The Men at the Stare at Goats, which I've still yet to see, but I've wanted to, and Gretz loves it. The Men at the Stare at Goats. Gonna watch it. Oh, fuck you, Phil Sharp. Fuck you. Fly away there. Remove. Okay. I don't know who fuck Phil Sharp is, but he's jumped in. Thanks, Dan. I'm sure it's hilarious. I managed to hide him. Absolute scumbag. The man's obviously goes around just ruining people's quizzes. Alright. We'll move on. But I don't think... Yeah, I think those were two of the easiest ones. So the man's obviously a moron as well, because he's got the two that you probably should get. Thanks, Dan. Thanks, glad you support. I don't know who Phil Sharp is. Isn't Phil Sharp the guy from Funhouse? Pat Sharp. That's Pat Sharp. My mistake. Alright. I'm quick on the draw this time if anyone wants to fuck it off. Thank you very much, Ben. Thank you very much. Although don't do it because they probably do me for a copy takedown law, so please don't report. Sitcoms, the next section. Where is Cheers set? I know it's in a bar. Where's the bar set? What US city? Right. Question 30. Which actress lied about her age to land her big break on That 70s Show? Which actress lied about her age to land her big break on That 70s Show? Sitcoms continue. Which Seinfeld character was loosely based on one of its writers, Larry David? Which Seinfeld character was loosely based on one of its writers, Larry David? Obviously went on to create Curb Your Enthusiasm based on Larry David. Life of Larry David. So if you know Seinfeld and you know Larry David, Curb Your Enthusiasm, then pick the two people who are most like each other. What was that last question? Question 32. What was the name of the woman Ted eventually marries in the show How I Met Your Mother? After 9 seasons, no one gave a fuck. That's why this is the last question of the section. Most difficult, because no one gave a shit the 9 series of How I Met Your Mother. And those that did were bitterly disappointed. I think she dies of cancer and she just marries the person everyone thought he would marry anyway. It's ridiculous. But yeah, a waste of time. A complete waste of time. What was the name of a woman Ted eventually marries in the show How I Met Your Mother? Next one is a special section for me called Cultural Appropriation. That's right. You're going to get a lecture. So all of these are basically shows that got, or films that were made in one country and then they were revamped for another country. Usually Hollywood, but not all the time. The US TV series Shameless, starring William H. Macy, was originally a UK television show set in which UK city? The hit US TV series Shameless, starring William H. Macy, was originally a UK television show set in which UK city? I think it kind of is. I think in loosely described terms, I think it is cultural appropriation. Everyone will be doing yoga in the end anyway and fucking each other. It won't matter in the end. Not the first question, but the second one might be. What film won Best Picture in the 2007 Oscars was based on the plot of a 2002 Hong Kong crime thriller, Internal Affairs? Question 34. What film that won Best Picture in the 2007 Oscars was based on the plot of a 2002 Hong Kong crime thriller, Internal Affairs? All right. And question 35. Which film starring Scarlett Johansson as a cyborg trying to uncover a government conspiracy is based on a Japanese manga comic / animation of the same name? The animation was released in 1995, I believe. Big fan of it. Which film starring Scarlett Johansson as a cyborg trying to uncover a government conspiracy is based on a Japanese manga comic animation of the same name? I haven't watched the Scarlett Johansson version. I'm a big fan of my anime. Well, I say that if you start asking me directors' names, I don't give a shit. I just quite like watching it. when I'm pissed on my own at 2 o'clock in the morning. Frankly, both those days are behind me, aren't they, sweetie? The manga's like quoting Descartes. It's absolutely fucking insane. Question 36. Just to show it doesn't happen one way, which controversial 2002 French film decided to jump on the back of the success of Christopher Nolan's film Memento by filming the whole film in reverse chronological order? Which controversial 2002 French film decided to jump on the back of the success of Christopher Nolan's film Memento by filming the whole film in reverse chronological order? Do not watch that film. I think it's got artistic merit. It's one of those shock films, you know, they're intended to shock you. But there is a 30-minute rape scene, and it doesn't pan away. Violent rape scene, so it was a bit awkward watching it with my male friends, to be honest. Kept looking at each other going like, yes, Stan, yes it is, but don't spoil it, please, for God's sake, or I will have to block you. That's the end of the foreign film section. Well, that's handy. Well, I was like, HBO. Which TV series did HBO add a gun to the title image in case people thought it was a program about opera? Which TV series did HBO add a gun to the title image in case people thought it was a program about opera? G&Ts. They're going down swimmingly. All right. Question 37. Which TV series did... Oh, wait there. No, sorry. Done the same thing again there. I got confused when I loaded the one up. Question 38. Which season of The Wire revolves around the port of Baltimore? It's all about forgotten white man in America, and then no one gave a shit about that series. Oh, the irony. I mean, it just wasn't that interesting. It's not a racist thing or anything. It's not a racist against white people thing. But it's not like an anti-white thing. It wasn't that interesting a series. There wasn't much to say about it, to be honest. But which season of The Wire revolves around the port of Baltimore? It's a good one. I mean, obviously it's got, because I work in the port. I've actually been to Baltimore Port. I've been to the port. I've seen the car terminal. It's fantastic. I've seen the car terminal. I've been there. It's close to my heart. But a lot of people say it's the weakest series. That's all I'm saying. It's all ace. It's still a very, very good series. I'm being cynical about it. All right. Yeah, I haven't been to the port and met the docker workers. You haven't met Horseface. Well, the guy probably Horseface is loosely based on. Anyways, 39 in Game of Thrones. Oh God, I forgot the mystery of. In Game of Thrones, what is the name of Arya Stark's sword? In Game of Thrones, what is the name of Arya Stark's sword? Okay, guys? And finally, the last question. Chernobyl miniseries was a massive hit at the Emmys in 2019, but who played the reluctant hero, Valery Legasov? Chernobyl miniseries was a massive hit at the Emmys in 2019, but who played the reluctant hero, Valery Legasov? Okay, guys, that was the quiz. Thanks for joining us. Alright, guys. Everyone, put down your answers. Take a screenshot of them and send them to me on one of the media device, the social media platforms you know me via. Okay. So send it over to me. I'll start marking it up. I don't think I'll have time before Shawnee's quiz. Have I overrun? No, I'm still good. Shawnee's got 40 minutes left. So I'll try and get the answer questions out by the end of the night. And I'll try and exclaim a winner. You're going to have to topple Shawnee, who was the winner of the last week's sports quiz. No one saw that. Thanks for your time, guys. Take care. And I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.